Go. Yep. Hi, everyone. I'm Laura.
I'm Cecilia.
And this is our first video podcast.
It's very exciting.
I'm very nervous. I was up half the night last night worried about, what we were going to say and how it was going to work.
And Cecilia's going to say something bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be good.
Oh, thanks. I'll try to be good too. So anyway, we've been seeing some other podcasts by other people that we like the Grocery Girls and the Market Girls. Is that what? No, Workshop Girls.
Workshop Girls.
Yeah. And we just thought, what the heck? We could try it too.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So we're in Three Kittens Needle Arts. I'm one of the owners, and Cecilia is our office manager.
I am.
If you came into the store, you might not see us on the floor because we're often in the back working on,
They keep me prisoner here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the back, in the cold.
Yeah, I'm in the back a lot too. But, somebody's got to do the behind-the-scenes stuff, right?
True.
So one of the things that we thought about doing was doing a little tour of the store before we did anything else, which I am going to shoot with the camera separately and try to edit in.
That's what you're looking for, is edit.
Yeah, but I don't really know how to do that, so we'll see if that happens. If not, I'll do a Facebook Live video of it at some point. So
yeah, come in.
Yeah.
See it.
You know what I forgot, Cecilia? Was I forgot to bring the list of things that we were going to talk about.
Wow, that would have been handy.
Yeah, that probably would have been a good thing. But
I know we were going to talk about what we've been working on.
Okay, well, why don't you start with that?
All right. Well, I got two things.
Oh, wait a minute. First of all, we both brought Daisy Girl bags because they're fabulous.
They are fabulous.
These are by Sherry Falls, who lives in
Myers,
Minnesota. She makes these. We often get custom patterns or custom fabrics and have her make bags for us. We don't have any in the store right now, but we have some coming. They should be here before Shop Hop, which was one of the things that I wanted to talk about.
We will in a second.
Yes, okay.
First, we're going to discuss this.
Okay.
Keep on the schedule.
Oh, golly.
So, I have here my Janesville jacket, wrap, I don't know what they call it. It's by Blue Sky.
My cup almost matches.
It does. It's endless rows of seed stitch. So if you love seed stitch, it's the project for you. And this is my kind of making something for myself thing, because normally I don't. I spend most of my time making stuff for the shop. I looked at my Ravelry projects, and a full third of them are for the shop. And that's kind of sad when you think, I knit before I started here, and I was on Ravelry before I started here. So,
how long have you been knitting?
I have been knitting for 12 years, and most of them I've worked here at the shop.
Yep.
So,
I remember when we interviewed you.
Oh, so long ago.
I know. And how I was so excited that you were a
green belt.
And I was like, oh, I have a black belt. And you're like, I think we're talking about different things.
Yes, because my green belt's in Kaizen.
And mine's in karate. So
and Kaizen's a continuous improvement thing from Japan. So it's not the same thing. No martial arts involved.
No kicking bricks, huh?
No.
Yeah.
No bricks.
I don't do that anymore either.
No.
So.
Well, that's probably good.
Yeah.
And then in this bag is a top secret project, which is really what I've been working on mostly because it's for Shop Hop. And I can't show you. Well, maybe a little tiny peek. You see a little tiny peek in there? Maybe.
You have to get it a little closer to the camera.
Ooh, see? Just a little peek. Don't tell anyone you saw that, because we'll get in trouble.
I like that bag, too. That's cute.
This bag, my pal Shelly made.
Nice.
And I had bought this fabric at Treadle in St. Paul because it's cuts of meat. If you look closely, you can see them. And that made me think of David Letterman, because he used to have a contest where he'd go in the audience and it was know your cuts of meat.
Oh, that's funny.
And
I had no idea.
And then he'd give away, steaks and stuff, which I always thought was hilarious.
Specific cuts of meat.
Specific cuts of meat. Yeah. And then usually there was a prize for a really nice restaurant in New York City, which, it was worth it, but it was this here is a what? And it's like shoulder flank. It's like, oh, yay. You know?
Ooh, it's not something I would know.
No, but they got a lot of hints.
That's fun.
Although occasionally I would know the cut of meat, and I'd think, I've got a problem.
By the way, Shelly, who made that bag, works here in the store too.
Yes.
She's our resident crochet expert, although she's also a knitter and obviously a seamstress.
And everything. She can do anything.
And she makes some products for us. She makes like those, you want to grab those little stitch markers. Her company is called Made by Elves. They're the elves in her basement.
Yes.
So, yeah. And she makes some of those little bags for us too. I believe she's making some special bags for us for Shop Hop.
She is.
Yeah.
We went and picked out fabric inspired by Our Ladies.
Oh, well, okay, before I show my stuff, let's talk about Shop Hop.
Let's do it.
Shop Hop is coming up. It's an annual event. There are 15 stores in the Twin Cities who are doing it this year. The idea is that you go to all the stores, or as many of the stores as you can. You get a passport stamped at each store. If you visit all the stores and get your stamp, then you can turn your passport in the end and be in the drawing for, we have 4 grand prizes this year of $250 each. Then there's some other prizes, like each store I think gives a $50 prize. I don't know. I can't remember.
There's usually some door prizes and stuff.
Yeah, we're not doing door prizes.
No door prizes this year?
You know, I'd have to. It's
Look
coming
at
up.
the
It's in 3 weeks, and I'll have all my decks in a row by then. But each store has exclusive hand dyed yarn. Well, at least exclusive colors. And every store has a different hand dyer. And then everybody makes patterns. We always do a crochet pattern and a knit pattern. Some of the stores only do knit patterns. And then what else about the Shop Hop? Well, the one thing today, so one of the parts of the Shop Hop is that we like to raise money for the food shelves. Each store picks a different food shelf to support. And so in order to get people to donate to the food shelves, we have a collectible charm this year. If you come into a store and you give a donation to the food shelf, and we're suggesting $5,
Yes.
then you get your little collectible charm. There's another option though, if you don't want to carry around $5 bills and you want to save a little time and some money if you're going to go to all the stores, you can buy the Easy Pass, which is available today. It's $50, so you're saving $25 if you go to all the stores. You buy it in any of the participating stores,
Yep.
And then you can just go and show your passport that has the Easy Pass sticker on it, get your charm, and you're on your way. And the food shelf that we're supporting is the Neighborhood House. We've supported them for I don't know how many years now. Many years.
Yes.
They love us because we always give them a big check at the end of
Yep.
Shop Hop. Last year, Shop Hop raised, and I couldn't find the exact number, but before the Shop Hop even started, just from the passes we sold, we raised over $33,000 for local food shelves. So we just love that aspect.
Difference.
Yeah. So anyway, that's coming up 3 weeks from today. So
And I'd
April
like to
5th.
state, please, when you get your passport, put your name and phone number in it, because we have had them left behind and they're blank or they have no information, and then we can't call you to say, hey, you're going to need this passport and you can't win.
We've also had them turned in blank, completely filled out, all the stamps blank, and we've pulled them in the drawing and gone,
Oh, well,
oops, can't call that person because we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So
so
it's really important.
yes, it is.
All right, so I'll show you what I'm working on. So I got a few things in here. Let's see, what will I start with? So I'll start with this. I am making this cute little top. It's called Flex. It's by Heidi Kermeyer. out of Taki Skinny Jeans. This is the first piece. It's just part of the front. You gotta feel this. It's really squishy.
Yeah.
It's a ribbon yarn.
ribbon.
So here's, let's see if I can, you know what, I'll just show the end of this. So it's a ribbon yarn, and it knits up, it's just really squishy. It surprised me. I've got the second piece going right now. That's actually part of the front. This, you do the front and you do the back, and then you join them together in the round, and then there are all sorts of decreases and stuff. So it's a really interesting construction.
Is it going this way or this way?
No, it's going the way you had it the first time, horizontally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think I should check my gauge again, but
Maybe, because it looks
kind of
really
wide.
No, it's short. Is it supposed to
Well,
be
no,
so
it
short?
is supposed to be short. I mean, I don't know that I have a good picture in here. I don't think they have the side picture in here. If you go onto Ravelry, you can look. Oh, here it is.
Huh.
So if you look here, you're only supposed to go to here, and then you're attaching in the round.
Oh,
So I
see.
think I don't know.
Why don't you just start
You know
on
what?
the round?
What I because the back is done differently. The back you knit all the way up to here before you attach. I don't know. I don't get
okay.
it.
Well, you put it together and we'll
everybody
see.
on Ravelry says just trust the pattern. So
Well, then
that's
you should
what
trust
I'm
the
gonna do.
pattern.
That's what my plan is. So,
Usually you can trust the pattern.
yeah, I mean,
Not always, because sometimes there's mistakes.
Well, there is one little thing in there that I think is a mistake, and I did. Heidi Kermeyer has a great Ravelry forum page, and she has a different board for each pattern that she has out there.
Oh, that's nice.
So I went to the board for Flex, and I looked through it all to see if anybody else had the same question, because when you're doing the front, right, well, I'm not going to make you show that.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you're doing the front, you have to do 32 rows, and at the end of 32 rows, that's the end of your increases. I had about 6 1/4 or 6 1/2 around there inches. But the next thing it says work even until piece measures 8 inches, 6 1/2, 6 1/4, etc.
It's going down.
It's going down, and how can you, if you're making the larger sizes, and I always want to know, because, you know, if we have any other customers making it, I want to know if this is correct. How you can, from cast on edge, you're supposed to measure this, how you can only knit and stockinette to 4 3/4 inches if you've already got 6 1/2 inches. That's not possible, because you've already knit 6 1/2 inches. So I emailed her, or, you know, put a question on the message board, and we'll see what she says.
Yeah.
You know,
That'll
that's
be
always
exciting.
a great thing if you're wondering about patterns that you're working on. Always go to the designer page on Ravelry and see if they have a board. You can also look through the comments and notes on what other people have made, you know, other people who have made the project, that type of thing. So
And
it's
I
always
found
a good
if
thing.
it's a newer pattern and there's an error, usually you just go on Ravelry and, you know, ask the designer, say, hey, I found this error. And they're actually really grateful to say, oh my God, you know, I didn't realize that. Thanks for catching it. And they can fix it. So
Right. I mean, I think probably what it is that it's not supposed to be from the cast on edge. It's supposed to be from that last increase. Or she flipped the number. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it could be
She'll
that.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Or it could be a combination of those two things. But so many other people have made this, and they've made it in the larger sizes. So I don't know why they don't have the same question. But anyway.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. I'm also making a sock.
Yay, socks.
I just have to switch to the double points and finish off my toe on the first sock. Now this is, I've had this yarn for years, but this is one of the Harry Potter yarns from Opal.
Is it Dumbledore?
Yes, it is. Good job.
His picture's on the front.
Oh, I thought you were, you could just remember those colors from back then.
Yeah, no.
Or you looked at these colors and went, oh, that looks so much like Ecuador.
No, here's the thing with the fine Opal people and other German sock companies. They like to put the pictures on there because they sell them all over the world.
Yeah. So this, I bought, like 3 colors of the Harry Potter yarn. I'm not a big sock knitter. So, but I think this is my second pair. Yeah. I like these self-straping sock yarns because they give some interest to it. I don't like to do a lot of, when I am knitting socks, I don't like to do a lot of lace or things like that. I just want to have plain old socks. So, but again, not a big sock knitter.
No.
You're not either.
No, I can usually do one, but then...
Yeah, the last pair I did 2 at a time, magic loop. And I liked it that way because then I didn't have the second sock syndrome, which I have a lot of.
I don't like magic looping, so
I don't love that either. But,
doing 2 of them at the same time. I have, however, done the one inside of another, which I did like. Took that class with Kate.
The War and Peace method.
So,
yeah.
But that's just me.
Who did you take that class with?
Kate Etherly.
Oh, you know what? We're going to have her do a book signing for us at Yarn Over in April. Yeah, she contacted.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she contacted me to see if we would carry her book signing for.
Yeah, she had a new book coming
Yarn
out.
Over, and I said absolutely, and then I said, well, would you like to do a book signing? I should see if Janine Bejus would do a book signing as well, because she's going to be there again. So I can get some more of her books. I also need to order some more of the Bristol Ivy books, and she's going to be there. It'd be good to have those on hand as well.
Yes, it would.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is I've been doing a little designing for, I have to do designing here for things like Shop Hop, the Progressive East End Project. Sometimes I just get a design in my head and I have to do something with it,
I know that feeling.
Yes. So I've been working on a design, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my design process. So it started out, I did a mittens pattern that had this cool faux entrelac stitch in it, and so I started out doing that here. This is just a swatch. And then I tried a couple of other things. This is very similar to the stitch patterning I had in the Peep Show shawl last year. And then I tried this one with the little elongated slip stitch.
They look like little churches. Or rabbits. They kind of look like rabbits, too.
Yeah, they kind of do.
They're church rabbits.
I like that. They're almost like Escher rabbits because you got the other one right below it. Side. Yeah, that's kind of cute, actually.
Yeah.
That may have to become something. Not before Easter. Thank you very much. But anyway, this is just sitting now because it didn't really work for the project that I had in mind. So then I moved on to something else, and I threw away my first test, which was a little bit smaller than this one.
Just threw it away in the trash?
I did because I was done with it, and I wish I had realized that we were going to be doing this Thursday, and I would have kept it because I just threw it away like Monday. But then I've been working on this one, so if you look up here at the top, you can see I've tried a few different ideas. I think I finally settled on this garter stitch round in between this kind of mesh. I don't know, I may knit a little bit further and see if I come up with something else, and then I got something else going on down here. These are just leftover yarns that I've had. Actually, most of this
yarns. What?
Most of this is leftover from the Peep Show shawl last year, and then I just finished the True Color shawl by Melanie Berg, and they happened to be out of the same yarn, so it was...
That works so good.
Yeah. But Cecilia told me to bring in my little notebook that I use for my my design process, so you can see there's lots of crosses out and stuff because I think something's going to work, and I write it down, and then it doesn't work, And then, so I have to cross out things. Here's the, so the thing I'm working on right now that I just showed you is a shawl. Here's my shawl, sketch with my,
Snazzy.
yeah, with my numbers of the rows, how many stitches are in the rows, and et cetera. I don't know,
We have a yarn company who, when they come in and show us their new yarns coming out, their sketches are always like that. Just like, here's a sweater, and it's this hand-drawn sweater with little scribbles in there. It's like, there's going to be a pattern in here. And it's like, okay, that tells us nothing.
Yeah. And then I have this in here. I was trying to design a slipper for Shop Hop. It just did not work out well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got all these row numbers here. Oh my God, it was painful. And
So there'll be no slippers for Shop
there will
Hop.
be no
Sorry.
slippers.
But if you find a slipper pattern, you can use our Shop Hop yarn for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
So, no reason.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the big excitement?
What's the big excitement?
The retreat. I'm so excited.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead. You talk about it.
So, this summer, in July, correct me if I'm wrong,
July 13th through 15th.
we have Melissa Leapman and Patty Lyons coming to town. They're going to be teaching. We're going to make it a big event. We're going to be off-site so people can come. They can stay at a fine hotel, have some nice food, learn stuff, and then hang out. And we're going to have so much fun.
We are. We can't really say too much else because we're trying to finalize the hotel. And I got I'm pretty comfortable about the classes that we've picked, but I kind of want to deliver it all in one big package,
Yes.
So
that's
hopefully
just a
next
teaser.
week. I'm hoping for next week. We'll see if the hotel comes through. I was expecting an email from them on Tuesday after we went and looked at the facility, but they haven't emailed yet. Apparently the woman who was responsible for emailing was getting on a plane and going someplace, so
Vacation or something.
who knows,
I don't know. I never go anywhere, so I'm not the person to talk to.
And we were talking to another hotel, but I think they're out. There's a third possibility. I haven't even contacted them yet, so I don't know. They may be out too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Jinx.
That's how life goes. You owe me a Coke.
No, you owe me a Coke.
You don't drink
Because
Coke.
I said jinx. I have one Diet Coke maybe once a week or every couple of weeks.
Well,
so,
I can give you that because I have that in my...
Is it caffeine free?
No. There's no point in caffeine-free Diet Coke. That's like nothing.
But I only drink
water.
it in the middle of the afternoon. I can't have caffeine in the middle of the afternoon. So,
Maybe your problem is you don't have enough caffeine, and that's what the problem is. That's why you can't sleep.
Well, could be.
Could be. Who knows?
The interesting thing is I've been taking this sleep aid, and I think it's making me stay awake. So,
well, then you should probably stop taking that.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah.
Maybe take it in the morning, and then you'll be awake. You can get in here earlier.
Oh, that's a good plan. Yeah.
I'm always thinking.
Yeah. What else were you gonna talk about Sonata?
I could, but I don't have it here. Hold on.
We were going to try to talk about a couple of new products and that type of thing. And I didn't come up with anything, me personally. But Cecilia was going to talk about Sonata. And I suppose I could talk about this, which is right here. This is a new yarn. It's on this side over here of the DK. Okay. So this is called Medina. It's a new yarn from Barocco. Barocco. And I just love the colors on it. Isn't that pretty? They have a couple of really cute t-shirty patterns available for it. Here's another color. This is a DK weight. And it's cotton and acrylic and viscose. It's got some drape to it. That viscose will act like silk, so it'll give it a little drape.
It's beautiful.
Here's another color. And these are the only 3 colors that we've got. Up here, we've got more colors, though, so.
Yeah.
And I did order another color yesterday because it's been selling well.
Yeah, and it's
Pretty.
gorgeous. So this is a new yarn from Noro. It is called Sonata, And you'll look at this and you'll say, that doesn't look like Noro, because look, it's one color. What? And that's part of the reason we got it. It is cotton, viscose, silk, and nylon. So there is no wool. So it is a non-woolly Noro. I always love Noro's colors because Mr. Noro does the best job. And even though this is no color, it goes with everything else.
And they're Noro, the company. I think his first name is Izaku or something like that. They're very environmentally responsible, so that always is a plus in my book. I like it when companies think about that and make sure that they don't harm the environment. So
yes, and it's very soft. So if you can't use wool and you've always wanted to try some Noro, this is a perfect solution to it.
You keep talking.
And I don't know. I just see but to me, you could also take it in if wool's not an issue, you can use it with the Silk Garden Light and have it alternate. So then you would have like, the changing color and the solid with it, which I always think is a beautiful look. It'd be great for a vest, and then you wouldn't have to worry too much, or a hat, because my go-to thing is always a hat. So whenever I look at yarn, I say, could that be a hat? And the answer is usually, well, yes, it could be a hat.
Didn't you one year
I tried to do 52 hats.
Hat a week?
Oh
my God.
And I did not get to 52. I did like 43 or something, which is not shabby. Yeah,
Slacker.
But one of those hats was my Peruvian color
that's
work.
a cool hat.
Fingering, and it took me many weeks to make that one. So it was right in January, so I got behind right away. But yeah, no, I love.
What did you do with all those hats?
I gave some of them away to friends. I gave some to charity. Some
Cool.
I just put in a box, and I just, oh, hey, you need a hat? I have a granddaughter, and so sometimes it's, where's your hat? I don't know. And so then it's like, oh, I'll get a hat. And so, it's good to have them around because kids.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think there's only one other thing that we wanted to do, and that is to give away something. So, we're the only store in Minnesota that carries Round Mountain Fibers yarn. We carry their fingering weight yarn, which is 100% merino. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yep.
Yes, it
100%
is.
superwash merino. Cecilia, crazily enough, is allergic to merino wool. She's not allergic to any other kind of wool, just merino.
Shetland, wear it against my bare flesh.
Yeah. She likes that scritchy stuff.
Yeah, it's the best.
But she can't touch or work with this.
Nope.
So, but anyway, this is, we do 2 clubs with them each month. One is called the Ornithology Club, so it's birds, and one is the Entomology Club, which is insects. So this one is from the November Sock Club, Entomology Club, and it's called Bush Grasshopper. Isn't it pretty? Mm-hmm. I love the colors.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So we're going to give this away. All you have to do is say, enter me in the contest or something like that in the comments section below this video. And we will choose somebody, and let's say maybe next week we'll choose somebody next Thursday. So we give you a week to watch this and
send it to your friends. And
yeah, exactly. The other thing we have to think about is what we should call ourselves.
Yeah, we should have a name.
So, I was thinking maybe we should be called Yarn Nerds, the Yarn Nerds podcast.
Like Yarn Nerds.
But we should check and see if
make sure there's nothing else. Yeah.
But if you guys have an idea of something that you think we should be called, that would be great to know. It's Three Kittens Needle Art, so we could do something along those lines, but I don't really want it to be the Cat Girls, okay, or something like that.
No.
So, or Yarn Cats, not really.
That sounds kind of wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, give us your suggestions, and we'd be happy to entertain any of them.
Yes.
So.
But nothing pornographic.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing pornographic. Thank you very much. You weren't with us when... So I do the newsletter for the store, and I used to just do it in Word and send it out. And this was back when we first bought the store 11 and a half years ago. And I sent one out, and I got this email back from one of our customers who said, you might like to know that there was an attachment with your email, and it was pornographic. I was like, oops. Oh my God. I mean, I never send any attachments, just the email. So, yeah. We don't do that anymore. We use Constant Contact and never had an issue along those lines. So
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
That's why you don't download the porn at work, girl.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I was doing. So anyway, thanks for being here with us today. It was fun.
Yes, it was.
I was so nervous last night, so I'm glad it turned out better than I thought it would. So
nothing happened.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you. I don't know, a couple of weeks, maybe.
No, next week. We have to do next week because we're drawing.
No, I was just gonna put the winner in the
in the thing. Okay.
In the comments.
Then 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe next week. We'll see.
We fly by the seat of our pants here.
That's right. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.